Welcome to your Restore practice. This is Let Go and Surrender. As Eckhart Tolle said, surrender is the inner transition from resistance to acceptance, from no to yes. So this roll and restore plus the yin will help you to let go of things that you are holding on to so that we can bring awareness around space. So we'll need your mat, a block, and your set of therapy balls or 2 tennis balls, and also a bolster. If you like to use a blanket to cover yourself, you're most welcome to have that as well. So we're going to start with the one ball right on the infraspinatus, which is right on top of the shoulder blade. So you will take one ball onto the left shoulder blade, and I will guide you through. So you're going to lie down on your back with your head resting onto a block. Bend the knees. Take your left arm out to the side and take your ball underneath this left shoulder. Just slide it in. It should just land there, and then just keep your left arm out. As you bend the knees, you might just wiggle yourself a little bit around this left shoulder so you can just feel a little bit of something. Some people might feel it's already a lot of sensation there, then you just stay. Otherwise, you'll just drop your knees over to your left. It's going to apply more pressure. If this is not enough, then you will roll yourself all the way to the left side and resting your right hand onto the ground, and then you can just relax there. So surrender is the key to the practice as you let go. So just soften there for a brief minute, releasing any holding, any effort. What can you let go of as you just drop into your breath? If it feels too much, you can always come out a little bit more. So make sure you can still relax into your breath. Never compensate your breath. Otherwise, it's not going to do you any good. Just take another breath there. Then bring yourself back to center. Release the ball. Relax your arm and just take a brief moment to notice how that feels. Even the back of the left shoulder blade dropping down, maybe a little closer to the floor than the right. Maybe there's more connection with you and the left shoulder blade. Then we're going to do the same on the other side. So you're going to take your ball on your left hand and extend the right arm out, tuck the ball underneath the armpit onto the right shoulder blade. And then wiggle yourself around if you need to. If you want more, all the options are there. Drop your knees out to the right or roll around to the right side of the body, so you can take your left hand over and then just relax. So relaxing into the side of the body. Where can you relax and let go and surrender? Soften around all the muscles in the body and just let go. Relax into every breath. Couple more breaths there. So with roll and restore, we don't stay for long. We just come in, get out, hydrate the tissue. Make sure that it allows that glide and slide effect. Take a deeper breath there. Then roll back onto the center, release the ball, and just take a moment to feel. Then with this next one, you'll need the 2 balls. You might either have it in the bag, if you have one of my set of therapy balls, or you don't have to have it in the bag. We're just going to place these 2 balls right in between the shoulder blades. So you can bring yourself up. It's probably the easiest way, and place the two balls just roughly where the shoulder blades are going to be. And then you are just going to lie that down, wiggle yourself around, and to find anywhere, the upper border, middle, lower border between the shoulder blades, where it really needs your attention, and you're just going to relax there. Soften around the shoulders. And you can either stay here if you want a little bit more. That's where the block becomes handy. Place it underneath the hips so it applies a bit more pressure there. Relax down the whole spine, especially into your lower back, the pelvis. You can either stay or you can bring in gentle movements. So if you want to, you can open your arms out to the sides and then just cross your arms, like giving yourself a big teddy bear hug. And then you can just stay there and gently rock a little side to side. That can feel really nice. Applying a bit more pressure on one side and then the other side. Just a few more breaths there, whether you're moving or not moving. And there's nothing that you need to force, but a sense of allowing things to go. Let go. So you can just relax, surrender to what is. And if you're still moving, just come back to center, relax your arms down. If you do have a block underneath your hips, release the block and lower your hips down. Roll over to one side so you can come up and release the balls. And we're going to come into the shape now. So you can have your knees out wide, feet together like child's pose. And you might like to have a block for your head to rest on. You're going to take a left arm through to your right, like thread the needle, and resting the side of the head down. Relax your right forearm down as a little anchor, so you can feel that pull around the left shoulder blade here. Or you can rest your right hand onto your lower back, bend the elbow, but keep the right shoulder dropping down. So we want to be opening around the skin of the left shoulder blade, using the therapy balls that we've done, the roll and restore, to guide us a little deeper here. So if we can just sink the hips towards the feet without force, without effort. Just feel like you are just letting go, dropping down, surrendering. And while you're staying here, I'd just like to share these beautiful words from Eckhart Tolle, which I quoted earlier on. And he said, surrender, one could say, is the inner transition from resistance to acceptance, from no to yes. When you surrender, your sense of self shifts from being identified with a reaction or mental judgment to being the space around the reaction form. The thought or the emotion, to being and recognizing yourself as that which has no form, spacious awareness. So really here is to allow yourself to move from form to formless. The key is to let go, moving from that resistance to acceptance, to allowing whatever that is occurring or arising, to let that move through you, so we can move from no to yes. There's so much resistance around everything in our lives, and even in, an uncomfortable position. But knowing, this is just the tangible sensations we're feeling in this form. But when you drop in and let go, there is a shift. You'll notice that shift. That it just goes away. The tension and resistance just ease and soften and relaxes, which allows you to move into that formless,